Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shutdoor or Doorshutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of the Direwolf20 1.20 mod pack, and today is episode 33. We are going to be getting into what we want to do with all of the books that we have. And quickly, want to mention I made a sawing factory, a sawmill, and then a sawing factory to actually make paper instead of sugarcane. So that sugarcane farm we made, while it will be useful, as of right now, we won't be using it. Just so you guys are aware. It looks like we just have slow transfer all around, don't we? No, it's just like not pulling these in. Okay, that's what happened. It's like it keeps getting items that are not the same in here. So like the skulls, the sugarcane, I haven't put a drawer down. But yeah, if I go up here and try to put these skulls in here, it doesn't work. I had the same thing happen with skeleton skulls. Not 100% sure what's happening with that, but that's something to look out for. All right, so we'll throw the sugarcane in here and all of that. So how do we make paper out of sawdust? So if we look at paper real quick, you can see that 3 sawdust makes 6 paper. A way to guarantee getting sawdust is actually putting either sticks or buttons. I'd recommend buttons because they give you a 25% chance of getting 2 sawdust, so you don't have to waste as much wood. But since we have an generating source of wood, I'm not too concerned. But let's grab a crafting card here. Let's see, that should be what we want. And then we want I want to make sure here. Make an exporter. So we would want, not that. It's just called an export bus, isn't it? Yeah, this right here. We'll make sure we have acceleration cards on us here. So we're going to put that here, which this has... that's actually... Oh, well, I just put that down, didn't I? Make sure everything has good channels on here. Okay, it does. So we should be able to put an ender chest here whenever we get a crafting card and some acceleration cards in here. Export the first item until the network is empty, then try the next ones. Export using round robin mode. Export items at a random mode. Okay, so we'll just do scheduling. And we're just going to grab a book. Okay. We're going to toss that into an ender chest. And then we're going to also get Eyes of Ender to upgrade this chest. There we go. And so that'll be that. We should start crafting books here shortly. There we go. And of course, this is going to rely on this after a little while. I made 200 sawdust, by the way, so that way it doesn't kick off in the beginning. But why are we doing this? Well, that's a very good question, because I actually want to get into Industrial Foregoing's enchantment system, or enchanting system type of thing here. So we have an enchantment extractor from Industrial Foregoing that we're going to kind of get crafted here once we have enough books. So we're just going to snag these real quick, throw those back in the system, they'll be exported. So there's an enchantment extractor. I don't know how well the enchantment factory works in this case, but we'll snag one. I think we need essence, Industrial Foregoing's essence for that, so we'll see if we can even use that. But let's quickly just place this down here. So basically, from what I remember, is that you can actually transform these into essence. So if you wanted to convert stuff, you could, from enchantments to just direct XP. You could technically create a farm that does that. So let's look at this here. So if we grab a flux point, and so yeah, flux point, and we hop over to the void world. So we're gonna look at the skeleton spawner here, which is this one, which has the longest helmet or like armor set there. So we're gonna take this out for a second. So I want to put the enchantment extractor here, and then we can power this. So let's get that on the digital mining. And then I think we could actually grab our... Oh, what did I do with that other ender chest? Did I accidentally throw it in the system? I did. But we actually need to grab some pipes anyway, so it's a good thing I came back over here. So we'll do /back. Okay. So we want to get this ender chest, and I think we could probably just plop that down right there. And for input book, we could just do pull. This might be slower, but it's not going to be that fast in the first place. I'm not too worried. Let's do nearest first. And then if it can't be sent in here, we want to trash can it, right? So we're still keeping with this filter. It's just if it has an enchant, it should filter into here. One of my problems with this, though, is that if... Well, I guess we're not really wasting anything. We're just going to snag as much as we can. And if we miss a few, oh well. Let's actually also grab some speed upgrades. Speed add-ons in this case, right? So just add-on. So efficiency. Let's grab a speed. And let's grab whatever processing ones we have. I think I might be able to... No, that's fine. But we'll craft another one here real quick. Just in case. Okay. And then back. So that should speed this up. Right? Yeah, that is too many. I thought it was too many. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so this should be everything we need to do for this. Now we just kind of need to get a inventory large enough to kind of get this stuff going. I thought for like diamond... what is it? Hold on. Chest plates and stuff. You could salvage these. I mean, the fixed items, of course. Okay, I don't think you can. I was just curious. Okay, let's go back home one more time. Let's grab the enchantment sorter as well. This thing right here, which again, I've never used this, so I'm kind of curious on how this will work. Oh, we don't have enough netherite scrap. Okay. So digital miner and a flux point are coming with me real quick to the nether mining dimension. So we can quickly harvest some of this up. I want to quickly pop over here on camera because I did notice that there's some weird finickiness with the actual digital miner, and I wanted to show you guys this real quick. So let's just plop this down here. So what I mean by some finickiness, let's see. So somebody mentioned that I didn't have this set to Y64, or -64. And I'll show you why that is. So right now, this should have been set to -64. The last time I used it, it was set to -64. So if I do -64, it doesn't work. Like, it just doesn't. I think it's dimension specific, in all honesty. Because if I go to the overworld, this will actually work. Like that. It'll be able to pull to -64. But when we're in the nether mining dimension, it does not. And we're only going to grab about 20 of this and then just go throw it in the crusher and enriching factory and all that stuff. But if we actually go back to the overworld and we just plop this down right here in our base, we do config. I can go in here and I should be able to do -64. You know, so it's really confusing. I think it is very, very specific. And I actually want to try something else real quick while we're doing this. So let's go over here. Throw this into the crushing factory. That'll get done real quick while we fly into the nether. Because I'm kind of curious. Maybe it's specific to certain dimensions. I didn't actually try this in the nether because I don't think I've ever done this in the nether fully. Like, I just kind of done it once on camera, I think, or a handful of times on camera, and then just never did it again. But let's see. So negative. Yeah, so the nether and the nether mining dimension are the exact same, it looks like. So yeah, I can't set it to -64. I don't know if that's a bug. I thought those dimensions go to -64, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's one of the reasons you never see me actually do negative 64s because I can't. Overworld I can, there I can't. Doesn't make much sense to me either. So just wanted to make you guys aware of that. I noticed that a while ago. I just kind of never talked about it. But yeah, we've got some netherite scrap. So now we'll grab a sorter. I don't fully know what the sorter actually does, by the way. Okay, so I just need to craft the diamond gear. I need to craft... So we want to cancel the book, start that. There we go. Okay, so how are we doing over here? Still cruising. And it looks like we're actually making more buttons and stuff. Yeah, we're making the leather. So the buttons are going. Okay, so we got that. So let's grab one book out of here. Ooh, looks like I used my diamond gear, didn't I? That's alright. Okay, so what are we using? Swift Sneak? I don't want to use that enchanted book. Do we have anything else? Spearfishing and backstabbing. Fantastic. Okay, let's see what this actually does. I know we could just try and get a Library of Alexandria or whatever from Apotheosis. I'm not really feeling like doing that right now. Trying to avoid Apotheosis because I just kind of got bored of it a little bit. So we're going to kind of just, you know, kind of ignore it for now. So let's go for the input here is front. Let's disable all these other ones. Okay. And then for item output, I think what I want to do is just push into the trash can. I don't really think I need the armor in any capacity. So we're just going to yoink it into the trash can. Okay. Sound good? Let's get this started and see what happens here. Because this should be pretty quick to see what happens. Oh, so this needs power as well. Okay, so I did not know that. So slash home. So at flux point. And this may not even be what I'm looking for, in all honesty. We might just need to go grab an armory cabinet or something for all the different enchanted books for a little while. I'm not 100% sure what this is actually doing. Oh, okay, so this is not what I thought it was. So basically, what this would be is if we put this here. Okay, so actually, this might be what we want. Hold on. So slash home, we can make this work. So add-ons, if we were to get a speed add-on and an efficiency add-on, we could technically make our system 100% always use those items, but it might cause a backlog. I see that as being the only potential issue here. Because if we let this go and it's not fast enough, it could cause a backlog with how fast that spawner is. Sophisticated. Do we have the ability to make... I don't really want a stack upgrade. I want a diamond to netherite tier. So let's do slash back. So let's upgrade this chest, which will break all of that. We got to make sure which ones are which real quick. Okay, so that's the right one. And this is the right one. So technically, we could just keep it this way, but I think I will do what we just said, which is kind of flipping this around here. So let's grab the enchantment sorter, okay? And then let's get the enchantment extractor. So the sorter is going to go here. The sorter will allow for us to push out the front. Actually, where is the front on this machine? That's a good question. So if I set this, shift set this, it should be... Let's take the pipes off for a second here. Man, this is going to be difficult, isn't it? Because I think even with disabled, it technically still connects with cables, right? Yes. Well, what we could do... No, I don't want to try that. So let me... I don't understand why you would do this to the block. Like, why would you have it all the same sides? That seems like the most counterintuitive block, in all honesty. Okay, so let's just set this... Grab a piece of block or something here. Okay, so we're going to go with the left side is push, which is this side, I would hope. Okay, and then on the front or back. So we're going to say front is a push, and then the input is back. All right, that's our idea right now. So we're going to do this, do that. So 2 processing, 1 efficiency, 1 speed, and then the enchantment factory is going to be here, which is going to have all of its upgrades put back in, and then this to here, and that, of course, is the front. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's not the enchantment factory. We don't want that. We want the enchantment extractor. Just forgot I didn't have it on me because it went into there. So that'll be front pull, everything else disabled. Okay? And then up top, we're going to do a pull. And that is the ender chest that is in this chest. Okay? And so that should be what we want. Next thing we need to do is probably go /home, get a chest. So let's just get a chest. Perfect. There's actually what we want right there. So then we can upgrade this to iron, to then get gold, to then get this diamond chest, to then get a netherite chest, to then get a stack upgrade. We'll do 3 diamonds. That'll work. Okay, so we'll do /back. What are we going to do with these books? Well, the plan is to get to Apotheosis enchantment system, to get at least the library from Apotheosis, which is either this one or this one. These basically allow for you to put a ton of enchanted books in here without having any storage. So it would be really nice, but until we can kind of get our enchanting set up and the will to actually do it, we're going to kind of ignore it for now. So... yeah, because I just don't have the gumption right now to get into that. I don't 100% know why, but I just haven't felt like it. So we're just not going to do that right now. So we're going to do this, which might not be the best method, but we'll go with it. We'll send it. Okay? So let's turn this back on. Let's see how this works, because I hope this will be fast, but not... I mean, I don't think it's going to be fast enough. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, so that's a problem. Why are you... Oh, it's because you used to be the trash can. Hold on, I know why. Give me a second. Remove. I think this just threw away... Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so this is the problem that I was thinking we were going to run into, and we ran into it pretty quickly. Okay, so I think the way we're going to do this is we're going to ignore this step. While this is cool, um, it's just not going to work the way I'm thinking. So let's get this set back, okay? Which will clear a lot of the stuff. I think what we'll do is at our base we will have the arrows. So let's go /home. Let's grab a drawer real fast. Let's grab a void upgrade because I really don't want too much. So functional. We want to grab a void upgrade. Go downstairs and get this set up pretty quickly here. Oop, not there. Just there. Okay. So that'll start voiding all of those. And then that should be good. So let's go slash back. So we'll just get rid of this enchantment sorter. That's not a big deal. Just wanted to test it, see what we could think of on that front. So we had tried it. That's good. That's all we can ask for, right? So let's go Enchantment Extractor. We'll throw this back here. And then, so we'll grab the book chest here. So there, book input, we'll do pull. The front is there, so we'll do front. Just disable all the other ones. Same thing here, we'll just disable all those. Enchantless items, we'll push to the right, so we're just going to trash can those. And we'll make sure that we enable this. And then this probably doesn't have too many items in it, right? So we can just break this. Okay. And then we can just trash can that. Let me quickly put my tools away because I really don't feel like trash canning those on accident. Okay, let's just drop that. So all the enchanted books we could ever ask for. Hopefully, we'll get duplicates. Doesn't look like we're getting too many duplicates, but that's okay. Okay, so all the upgrades back in here. And then toss those in there as well. Okay, so this should be able to keep up now. I don't think we will have any issues with that. So let's give it a swing. Because basically it should just trash can 90% of the stuff, which I'm not too worried about. We're getting free enchants. That's the biggest thing. Maybe? Okay, there it goes. Why are you not... Okay, I think I just wasted a few enchants there, but that's okay. I think this is working now. But of course, the problem we're going to run into is the whole way more enchants than we could ever ask for. Because I already see that happening here. Okay. We got anything that's like super interesting? Projectile protection, that's not terrible. Do we have any sort of protection? Yeah, we do. Okay, I was just making sure. I kind of forgot. But yeah, so once we get the library, basically all of these will kind of just be bundled together. So the ones will go into making higher levels at the end of the day. So like Magnet 1 would go into making Magnet 2, or the highest Magnet tier. So the more ones you have, the better off you would be at this point. So this is definitely awesome. And of course, if we wanted to, we could convert this into just making essence. We don't really need to worry about books too much. So if we really wanted to, we could just turn that on and kind of start getting a small source of this essence. But for right now, we're good. Why are the bones and skulls not being pulled out? Okay, let's go turn this off real quick. I think it's because we need to go get this upgraded. Okay, so that should be better. Yeah, but I mean, this is kind of something I wanted to look into. I know we didn't get too much done today, but I definitely would love to try and get this into a library. I think that might be next episode, unwillingly, because I just would love to try and have all of those. We probably could try and actually pull the diamond swords from the Wither. I know this actually will give us, yeah, this has a ton of different enchanted items and all that stuff in here. I kind of just wish we were getting some sort of a fixed items, but of course I don't think they actually drop from mobs too commonly anymore, which kind of sucks because that was kind of a cool feature from Apotheosis, but I think now they kind of just drop from bosses. I do see that we are getting some from the Forbidden and Arcanist stuff, so we could actually snag these up, but then there's like the normal ones. But yeah, so that's kind of interesting that the zombies are dropping those. Huh. Okay, let's go home. Let's just quickly get rid of these real fast. And I think we'll wrap this one up here. This has been an enjoyable one. I really did not know what the sorter did. I thought it kind of sorted enchantments into like a different system. But, you know, you live and you learn. And of course, the enchantment factory, if we wanted to, we could use this to get just different enchantments in general. You throw books in here, and you would be, or well, items in here. It doesn't really have to be a book, I guess, but you could throw a book in here and get just tons and tons of enchants using essence. So really, you could duo this to where you have breaking down old enchanted books and then just making new ones and hopefully getting better ones. I mean, that'd be a gamble, but yeah, you could definitely try that if you wanted to. But all right, let's wrap this one up here. This has been an enjoyable episode. I had a blast. I definitely haven't looked at Industrial Foregoing's enchantment stuff too much before. I think I've looked at the Disenchanter, or the thing we just looked at. What is that called? I don't want to get it wrong. Industrial Enchant. The Extractor. That's what we just looked at. I had to remember the name. I've looked at that before, and I've also looked at the applicator, or not the applicator, the factory. The applicator, I kind of wonder, so that's just basically an anvil. So could we actually make it to where we do better books? Is that a thing? Huh, I didn't even think about that. But anyway, thank you guys, stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!